Okay, I'm with John McGuinness, and we're at Derby Motordrome for the TT Press Launch 2014. And John, you're not competing in the kart race today. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, about 5 weeks ago, I bumped my wrist in the Lake District on my enduro bike, and my preparation's not for road racing's not the gym and swimming and cycling and all the stuff you're probably supposed to do. I like to get out on my enduro bikes and motocross bikes and stuff, and I hit a rock that was probably there when the dinosaurs were walking around, and it's been there a long time, and however hard I was going to hit it, I was definitely not going to move it, so I ended up breaking a bone in my wrist. So we're on the mend though. It's been off for a couple of days, the cast on and off. I'm starting getting a bit of movement in it, and like I say, we're at the kart track, and it looks a great place and good fun to be doing. But I better give it a miss. I might commentate or walk around the track with a big stick and hit a few of them if they're getting a bit out of control.
So when do you think you'll be back on a bike?
In the next week or two, hopefully. It's a little bit of a tricky injury. It's got a little ligament problem as well, so if that's stable I can start working it hard, and then actually next week we're off to Japan to test the electric bike, so it might be a nice little feeder into it, get a few laps on the electric bikes, not too much power. So, but it's going to be a little bit of a rush towards the northwest, and it's been frustrating for me seeing all the boys testing in Spain, testing in Donington and Snetterton, and they'll be doing the first couple of BSB rounds, so I'm going to be a little bit behind. But if it's okay, a couple of weeks before the events, I'll get some laps in somewhere and go and get to a track somewhere and just ride round and round and round till I'm burnt out, try and get some strength and just get my eye back in and know my way around the TT track. But it's not the greatest preparation, but I have to look at it the big picture. I haven't been injured since 2000. I've had a good run. I've had 13 seasons at it without any injuries. So at some stage I'm going to bump myself. But I've been in a bad place for the last few weeks. First 2 weeks I did it, I couldn't sleep. I hurt my back and a few other issues. So, but now getting everybody together, these press conferences and buzzing again, the excitement's there, and I'm just desperate to get fixed and get amongst it.
And you're looking forward to being teammates with Conor Cummins this year?
Yeah, a lot of time for Conor, a lot of respect for Conor. I've said it time and time again, and it would have been easy for him to retire in 2010 when he had his big bump on the mountain, and it sure was a big bump, and he's come back to fitness, and when he rode the Suzukis, he never really had a crack at the whip. He got injured again on that, and then the Yamaha's never really worked out for him, and it's a good team. It's the proof's in the pudding. Over the last few years he's been doing the winning, and like I say, it's I've a lot of time for him, and I enjoy working with him. So as long as he doesn't go too fast. But yeah, great. Great that Conor's involved.
And the big bike race, what kind of lap speeds are you hoping for this year?
I don't know. It's always a difficult one to call. I don't. Obviously, conditions play a big part of it, and I thought it might have gone a little bit quicker this year or last year in 13, but it seemed to be still pretty stagnant. The 600 lap record went up in super stock one, but superbike stayed similar. But I don't know. It's easy to make predictions and look a fool on the race day. Sometimes just actions speak louder than words. Just get in there, get amongst it, and and lap times normally come. But I'll be pushing as hard as I can, and I would say mid 132s are not out of the question. But as long as we're all out there enjoying it and being safe, putting a good show on, that'll do for me.